here we go, AKAPADers. What is everyone missing about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Everyone's missing this. Let's go! Alright, here we go. We're back. Welcome to the channel. Peter A. DeLuca here, coming to you from Philadelphia, PA, known throughout the multiverse as the Eclectic One. So this has been bothering me. We're going to talk about the Flash next video because we have a Flash revelation. And if you believe the shills, don't believe the shills when it comes to the Flash. That's the next video. That's going to drop later today. But yeah, so selfishness, James Gunn, ownership. You guys ready? So we all love comics. We enjoy comics because we watch them go through these like iterations and these phases and triumphs and creative fails. But through a long enough timeline, the comics that we love and the characters that we love, and when I say this, I'm kind of taking out modern comics because there's very little to love about modern comics. But when you see the gestation of a character, the slow emerging of a butterfly, Killmonger is a great example. And this is why the Marvel Cinematic Universe was so important, because it had that feel and we wanted it. We wanted what they did with Killmonger. They heightened, they sped up that character. They made that character relevant. You might say they never did that in the comic, but they actually did. Killmonger was a focus for Black Panther throughout his first 20 plus years. We spoke about that on this very channel. But the idea is you keep going, right? Where is that for James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy? There's no keep going. There's no real idea of what to look forward to, despite we're told there's a new team, there's an end credit sequence, we have Alpha Groot, we have all of these things, but people don't kill or remove the characters because that's what we made our time investment on. And that's the big critical mistake that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been doing. Iron Man, I know it's tough. Recast. Captain America, I know it's tough. Recast. If you're getting your actors all riled up in Guardians of the Galaxy and they're making comments about not wanting to continue the roles, say, great, fantastic, we need you for one more, you're locked in for 3, you like working with James Gunn, let's do your version of the character, a send-off. And this is the biggest thing, because James Gunn, I mean, he did some magical work when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. Christmas special, I'm not crazy about that holiday special. I refute any notion that Star-Lord and Mantis are related. And we saw in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, it was referenced once or twice. It's insanity. He did some magical work. He brought those characters. He completed this arc that started in 1969 for, let's just call it a franchise. He came in, gave those characters such a cool factor, interesting, goofy, all of these things we wanted. Why is it up to him? Why does he say when this is done, when this is over? Because we are comic book fans. The comic book fans are the ones that built the Marvel Cinematic Universe. How about that? And now, just because you want to move on, just because actors are talking out of their role or talking out of their place, we let them go. And then, what's the end credit sequence? We have a new Guardians of the Galaxy team that has zero interesting anything. I don't want a Galaxy team run by Rocket Raccoon. I want to watch a movie where they maybe form a new temporary team or something different happens. Just throwing these characters together, saying that they're Guardians of the Galaxy, and then expecting us to be excited for another 250 $50 million movie is lunacy. And people, that is what got rejected for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The box office for 3 will not be near the box office of 2, and that is the biggest crime. There's like, let's just call them influencers. So many influencers have yet to even see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 because there's no FOMO, there's no fear of missing out. This is something very similar we saw in weeks 2 and 3 of Wakanda Forever. We saw that in week 2 of Quantumania. There's no FOMO because they're stripping away our time investment. When we're hyped and we're excited for something, they remove characters, period, killing them, doing whatever. Kang getting killed at the end of Quantumania is a complete travesty to what we wanted in that movie. And you're sitting down and you're just expecting the next thing to be better, the next thing to grow, the next thing. People, nobody on planet Earth wants this new Guardians of the Galaxy team. It excites no one. It's being wedged in. It's being forced down their throats. And we're being told to love it just because in name only. Just because it's Guardians of the Galaxy. How much more interesting would it have been if they kept that team together? They finalized, even what they call a trilogy. To me, it still doesn't feel like a trilogy of movies. It's just 3 sequels. But how interesting would it be if we knew that those characters were coming back with another actor or actress, but in another form? It would be amazing. And I think that's what people want, because people don't want to see these characters get sent off, because there's, again, time investment. And whenever they do things like this, they also mess with the continuity. And if you think continuity doesn't matter, it certainly does. It means everything. Continuity is what built the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the first 10 years. AKAPAD here. Guardians of the Galaxy failed at the box office. That's a little bit why.